Hello everybody, welcome back to Reading for Vocabulary. I'm Brian Stewart. We're on lesson 3 right now. We're talking about pollution, and of course our unit is about environment. So pollution is very important when we talk about the environment. In this lesson, we will focus on pollution is bad for the environment. It's bad because it affects our health. So the subject that we're going to be talking about in this lesson is about health. And not only our health, but the health of our planet, the Earth. So let's take a look. Let's look at the ideas here first. Kinds of pollution. In this unit, we're going to be talking about 2 kinds of pollution. There are many kinds of pollution, but we'll look at 2 kinds here. The first one, what kind of pollution do you think this is? This is a factory, right? And it's putting pollution in the air. So this is air pollution. Air pollution. When something puts bad gases or gases that are not good for you in the air. Factories, cars, people smoking, right? This is all types of air pollution. Another type of air pollution we'll talk about. What is this? This, of course, is water. And ugh, that's horrible, right? That black stuff coming out of this pipe into the water, that, of course, is water pollution. So, water pollution is very bad. It hurts, we have to drink clean water. When we take a shower, we want clean water. We want our water to be clean. So, we have to watch out for these 2 types of pollution, air pollution and water pollution. We'll look at those in this unit. But first, let's build our vocabulary, right? Let's look at some vocabulary words to help us talk about these issues. The first word we're going to talk about, we've already seen it. I just talked about it. The bad things in our air and water, right? Air, beep, water, beep. Do you remember? Just a couple seconds ago, we were talking about pollution. Pollution. Now this is a long word, right? It has 3 sounds. Pollution. Put them together. Pollution. 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 So, you guys, pollution. These are the bad things in our air and water. Pollution is what we have to watch out for. Okay. Our second word, we have 2 apples here, right? This apple is very nice. It looks fresh. It looks good to eat. Ugh, this apple is rotten. Rotten, right? This apple is rotten. Whoops. Oh, well, look at that. My pen advanced the word. That's okay. So this apple is rotten. If you eat it, it's harmful. It causes harm, right? So time, air, causes harm to an apple or other fruit because they become rotten. It's harmful. Now there's 2 sounds here. Harmful. Harmful. Put them together. Harmful. Okay? So when it causes harm, it is harmful. Pollution is harmful. We'll talk about that later. Okay. Next one. This is interesting. You have to think a little bit what's going on here. To stop from happening. Well, what's he doing? He's stopping the water from falling in the sink, right? He's catching it in his hands. So to stop from happening is to prevent. If you prevent something. Prevent. 2 sounds. Prevent. Prevent. Put it together quickly. Prevent. Okay, so prevent. To stop something from happening. Okay, number 4. We saw this before in the very beginning of our lesson when we talked about air pollution, right? But what type of building, what type of place is this? It's a place where things are made by machines. So you have many machines, and things are made by machines, like cars, right? Refrigerators, television sets. Things are made by machines. It's a big building. We call it a factory. A factory is a place where things are made by machines. Almost everything these days is made in factories. Okay. Next one. Oh, look at him. He was having fun, right? He was digging in the dirt, right? Hook, hook, right? He's got lots of dirt on his hands, right? So, not clean. His hands are not clean. He should not go home and eat. He's got to wash his hands first because his hands are dirty, right? Mom will say, your hands are dirty. Wash your hands, right? Hopefully he doesn't go like this. Then his face is dirty, right? So be careful when you go play outside. Your hands get dirty. Your clothes get dirty. Maybe your face gets dirty. Your hair gets dirty. What were you doing? Okay? But it gets dirty when you play in the earth or in the dirt. Okay. Next one. Where do we all live? Do you know this picture? Have you seen this picture before? You've probably never actually seen this. You've just seen this picture, right? Because it would be very difficult to go outside. Only astronauts see this in real life. It's the planet we live on. What is this planet called? We all live on this planet. It's called Earth. It's Earth. So we live on Earth. Okay. Next one. Looks refreshing, doesn't it? Maybe it's hot, and you should drink lots of this on hot days. It's a clear liquid with no taste. It doesn't taste like anything, but whoo, it's very refreshing, isn't it, on a hot day? It's, of course, water. Water is necessary for us. If we drink a lot of water, we are healthy. So water is important to us. And the water has to be clean, not dirty. Okay. Number 8, to take in and give out air. Well, think about that. What am I doing? I am breathing. To breathe. This is maybe a little difficult to pronounce because you have these consonant blends. You have these sounds here. First is BR, burr, burr. And the next one, TH, the. So, breathe, breathe. Calm down, relax, it's okay. It's not hard. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Okay? When you make the TH sound at the end, breathe, your tongue is between your teeth. Breathe, and it's vibrating, right? You have a little vibration. Breathe, breathe. Okay? You can feel the vibration. Breathe. And then you can say it. Don't say breath. That's something else. That's the noun, right? Breath is the noun. Breath. No vibration. Breath. That's the noun. Take a breath. That's a noun. But verb, this is the verb. That's the action. Breathe. Breathe. So don't get confused, right? Take a breath. Breathe slowly. Okay? So that's the difference. Okay, next word. Number 9, to put different things together. You have one thing here. You have another thing here. You're going to put them together. What are you doing? That's very easy. Mix. You will mix the two things together. Sometimes we mix a solid with a liquid, but you can also mix two liquids, two solids. You can mix gas. There's lots of things you can mix together. So mix, to put two different things. 2, 3, 4. You put many things together. You are mixing. To mix. Okay. Number 10. Uh-oh. Looks like trouble, right? Here's a helicopter, right? This, of course, is a helicopter. And it looks like it's doing something not good, right? Dirty air made when something is burning. So at first, when I saw this picture, I thought, uh-oh, the helicopter's in trouble. But no, it's not in trouble. It's the engine. It's the engine making the smoke. Cars do this too. What do we call this? What do we call this smoke? That's a kind of a Himdoro word. That smoke is called exhaust. Right? but we can also call it smoke. I just said smoke, right? Smoke from the engine is called exhaust, and that's because what's burning? Well, the gasoline is burning inside the engine, and it's giving off smoke. But if you have a fire, if you go camping in the woods and you make a fire, that's smoke that comes off the fire, not exhaust. Exhaust is from an engine. Exhaust comes from an engine. Smoke comes from any fire, right? Also, we can call this smoke too, okay? Exhaust is a type of smoke, okay. 11. Is it smoke? No, it's tiny pieces of dirt. Nothing's burning, right? This person just took some dirt, right? Picked up some dirt, rubbed it, clapped it on his hands, right? And why did they do that? To make their hands like more, the things will stick. Like if he's going to grab a rope and pull it, he wants his dirt to help him grip that rope. But the little tiny pieces of dirt, what do we call that? We call it dust. Dust. Okay, maybe a little bit difficult to pronounce. We have D, D, and ST, st. Dust. Don't say dust. No, don't do that. It's one sound. Dust. Dust. Okay? Be careful with the ending sound. Don't put at the end. Don't do that. It's just dust. Okay? Tiny pieces of dirt in the air. Okay. Number 12, having an illness. Oh, poor guy. He doesn't look good, right? What is he? He's sick, right? If you are sick, you don't go to school, right? So you're sick, stay home sick. He is at home sick. He has an illness, like a cold. Achoo, achoo, or kamgi, right? Right? He has an illness. He is sick, okay? To collect by hand, right? When you go to the store, what are you doing? You are picking up something. Pick up. You pick up things with your hand. You're picking them up. So you can pick up stuff at the grocery store. You can also pick up your clothes from your bedroom and put them where your mother says to put them. She says, pick up the clothes in your room. Pick up your toys. Pick up your books. Pick things up. Collect them by hand. Okay, next one, number 14. He's really cool, isn't he? Okay, the act of controlling a car. He's behind a car and he's controlling the car. He's making the car go. So what is he doing? He's driving. To drive a car. You want to say 운전하다, right? 운전, right? You're going to drive a car. Okay. Next one, 15. You see this very commonly, right? What you throw away. Does your mother or father ever say, hey, go take out the what? Take out the trash. Take out the trash. Trash is the stuff you throw away. The empty bottles, the empty containers. Paper that you've used, you don't want it anymore. You put it all away, that's the trash. By the way, there's another word that means the same thing I'm going to teach you. It's also called garbage. 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 Same. 똑같아요. Trash, garbage, 똑같아요. Take out the garbage. Take out the trash. Same thing. Okay. Number 16. Oh, that's too sad. But this is nature. This is what happens in nature. Animals have to eat, right? So these two looks like cheetahs. They caught a deer or a gazelle and they cause to die. They catch it and they kill it. They cause it to die. So when a big cat, a hunter, right, catches another animal and kills it, of course it causes the animal to die, to kill. It happens in nature. This is the natural world. Okay, let's review our words that we've learned. Let's see how well we remember. Now we've got a lot of words. We have 8 words here. These are the words we're going to use. It says complete each sentence with a word from the box. So we have 8 sentences. We have to complete each sentence with one of these words. What are the words? Let's review. Pollution, pollution, pollution. Next, here, prevent, prevent, prevent. Next one, breathe, breathe. Okay? Dirty, dirty. Then next one is harmful, harmful. Okay? Next one is factories, factories. Next one, water, water. And next one, earth, earth. That's where we all live, right? How do we complete these sentences with these words? Number one, beep, fill the air with dust and smoke. So what fills the air with dust and smoke? What does that? What of these things fills the air with dust and smoke? Think of a place where machines make things, right? Factories is a place where machines make things, and they unfortunately also fill the air with dust and smoke when the machines are working. So they fill the air with dust and smoke. Number 2, it is hard to beep if the air is not clean. So imagine the air is not clean. Maybe somebody's smoking nearby. You're going, right? It's hard. It's difficult to do what? What is that action? Remember that word? Breathe. Breathe. Remember, this is a verb. The noun is breath, but we need a verb. It is hard to breathe if the air is not clean, if the air is dirty, somebody's smoking near you, or there's a lot of cars, you're near a highway, there's a lot of exhaust. It's hard to breathe. Okay, let's move on to number 3. Number 3 is let's keep the beep green and clean. Green and clean? What are we talking about? Well, out of all these places, what do we want to keep green and clean? Out of all these things, not places, all these things. Where do we all live? Where do we all live? We all live on the earth. Let's keep the earth green and clean. Green? What does that mean? Well, think about it. We want our earth to have lots of trees and lots of plants, right? Those are green. If we keep our water clean, right? If we don't pollute our water, there will be many trees and lots of grass, lots of plants. So it'll be green, green and clean. Let's keep the earth green and clean. Okay, number 4. Factories and cars make what? Okay, we've talked about this before, right? We've talked about it actually on the previous slide, number 1. We talked about factories, right? But also cars, what do they make? They make the air and the water dirty. So what do they make? What makes things dirty? Well, pollution makes things dirty. So factories and cars make pollution. It's something that they do. It's not something they're designed to do. It's just something they do as like a side effect of using those things. Factories aren't built to make pollution. It's just something that happens with that other activity that they're doing. Same thing with cars. We like cars, we like to drive, but unfortunately, they also cause pollution. Okay, let's move on to number 5. We need clean beep to drink. That gives us our answer right there. Because what do we drink? What do we drink? What of these things, what is it that we drink? And we talked about this before. It should be clean when we drink it. Of course, we're talking about water. We need clean water to drink. Our water that we drink, it's very refreshing, but it should be clean. If it's dirty water, that's harmful, so it should be clean. 6, Jim. He's my friend, right? Jim doesn't drive. He wants to beep air pollution. So what does he want to do? Air pollution is bad. He wants to stop it, right? He wants to stop it from happening. What word did we learn that means to stop from happening? Which of these words means to stop from happening or to stop happening? That, of course, is to prevent. He wants to prevent air pollution. So that's one way to help prevent air pollution. Don't drive. right? You can walk or you can ride a bicycle, right? That's how you can prevent air pollution. Okay, number 7. Burning things. If you burn something, could be gas, it could be wood, it could be paper. Those things make our air what? Right? Because remember, the smoke is coming off, and that smoke makes the air. What does it make the air? What of these words, what describes how the air is when there's a lot of smoke or pollution in the air? The air is then dirty, right? The air is dirty because we're burning things. Burning things makes smoke. It makes pollution. It makes the air dirty. 8. Pollution is what to plants and animals? Pollution is bad, right? What's another word for bad here? It causes harm. It's bad because it causes damage or it causes harm to something. Of course, we're looking for harmful, right? It causes harm. It is harmful to plants and animals. Of course, pollution is bad to plants and animals. We are animals, so it's bad for humans. It's bad for all other animals. It's bad for plants. Pollution is harmful to plants and animals. Okay, that wraps up our vocabulary review. We have a lot of good words now. Let's use those words after a short break and take a look at the reading section. Let's take a short break.